Hey everybody, today we're going to learn daily Tanya for Kaf Zayin Iyar Tafshin Pei Dalet. So we were talking about the transcendent aspect of Hashem's existence and the immanent aspect. We were talking about how it is actually the immanent aspect that creates the hierarchy of different things, whereas it is the transcendent aspect that is completely sort of uniform because it's not affected by the world. So we talked about how the lower worlds, the difference between the lower worlds and the higher worlds is that the lower worlds receive the sort of animating spirit from Hashem, the Chayas, what's called Chayas. They receive it sort of through different sort of barriers, things that separate, things that sort of cloak it. So let's continue. So these sort of these what are called garments, or these things that cloak Hashem's light, Hashem's sort of will in its full, kind of infinitely brilliant manifestation. So these things become so intense. Right, these sort of cloaking mechanisms that Hashem uses to make his sort of revelation less intense. So these things have become, these sort of cloaks have become so intense that he created the material world with it. So this the animating spirit, the animating force that creates the material world, which matter is basically dead. It's inanimate, in and of itself it's inanimate by definition, right? It's almost the opposite of Hashem's animating force, but it's not that he's trying to show it's not separate, but its very existence, as he's going to show later, is given to it by Hashem's animating force, but through through many veils. מוסתר בתוך הלבושים הרבים והעצובים המעלימים ומסתירים האור והחיות עד שאין נראה ונגלה שום אור וחיות. So it's cloaked to the point where we don't see the animating spirit. רק דברים חומריים וגשמיים ונראים מתים. So we only see these material, dead-looking, like inanimate things. אך בתוכם, but within them, יש אור וחיות. There is a light and an animating force, המהווה אותם, which causes them to exist, מאין ליש, ex nihilo, תמיד, always, שלא יחזרו להיות עין ואפס כשהיו. Right, so that they do not return to the complete nullity, their complete non-existence, as they are without Hashem's animating spirit. And we talked about that, how Hashem's will is that which gives existence and purpose to the whole world, even to the material world itself, in its material aspect. And this light, is from the Ein Sof. It's sort of from the it's the direct will of God. Only it's veiled and cloaked in many different sort of veils. Right, and as is brought in the book Eitz Chaim by Reb Chaim Vital, שאור וחיות כדור הארץ החומרי הנראה לעיני בשר, right, so that the life and the very existence of the material earth, the sphere of the earth, right, which we see, הוא ממלכות דמלכות דעשייה, ובתוכה מלכות דיצירה. Okay, so even the material of the earth itself comes from malchus de malchus d'asiyah, right? We're in Sfirat HaOmer right now, so we're talking about malchus of malchus, right, which is sort of the kind of most external sort of revelatory aspect of the spheres, in the world of Asiya, right, which is in again the most sort of external world, the world of action. Right, but within this Malchut the Asiya, within it is veiled and hidden Malchus of Yetzira, and so on and so on and so on, and the Malchus of Bria, and Malchus of Atzilus, and so on and so on. וכולי, עד שבתוך כולן 10 ספירות דאצילות המיוחדות במאציל ברוך הוא. Right, and within all of them you have the 10 spheres of Atzilus, which are completely united to Hashem Yitbarach, Kodesh Baruch Hu, Ein Sof Baruch Hu. So it's just good to remember that even this material world, its very existence is a sign of someone who wills it to exist. And to think of the world that way, I think, is pretty special. So yeah, that's all for today, and we'll continue tomorrow.